Hi folks, how are you all? Today I talked about AI SDK from Vercel itself and how to use it. There I made a mistake. I was using a very futuristic version, like I was using a more like 2 or 3 canary version, and we have to use more stable version right now. And there we made an issue, and that's why when I show you the documentation of AI SDK v5, that worked, but not the older version. So make sure to follow that. And today we are here. We have extended our starter repo with AI chat SDK, with AI SDK of Vercel, then using it to do more functionality. Now our AI chat supports tool usage, tools which we define custom. And also at the same time, we have information of image context as well. Right now, we are converting images into base 64 string and then we are sending it to the server. I know this is not the efficient way, but this is the great way to get started. So if you're not using the AI starter repo kit, go ahead, download it from the description, use it and start coding. That's the only way. And I am not writing any code by myself. I am just using AI to prompt it. So this took me a lot of time, to be very honest. Like I was sitting around 2 to 3 hours to understanding the docs. Like I had some doubts that whether I should use already existing GitHub repositories which have done very well when it comes to converting MCP tool to normal tool usage, or making something which is a template given by the Vercel itself. But then I thought there will be no use if I don't use my starter repo to actually understand what is going behind my back. Like those are very big starter repos and those will be very overwhelming to debug. But my starter repo is at very initial stages. You can debug it on the go and you can see all the commit history down the line. I have also segregated different starter repos. So this is very important to see about how to build a lightweight chatbot for your customers. So now, for example, let me say, if you are building some application, you are building an application where user can come and maybe give context through AI, and at the same time asks about what the image contains. So for example, I have given 2 images, so this properly tells me about what these 2 images contains. So this is using GPT-4o behind my back. Right now, I'm giving only two support, GPT-4o and Claude 3.5 Sonnet. And you can see I have also given a code architecture demo, and it is stating that it is a system architecture diagram. It illustrates a software system with user interface level, API level, database like layer. Like you cannot say this from the naked eye, but AI can properly navigate into it and it can properly see what it can do. So this is a great example of using chatbot. Now comes to tool usage. So you can actually use calculator. For example, we know AI cannot calculate. So I have built AI calculator which uses a TypeScript library behind as a SDK to do calculation. So I will say do a strong calculation. So let's see what it does. So technically it will make sure that it uses tool usage. Do a random and tell me what you use. So right now it is not doing, like, for example, it will use the tool call directly, and then I have to ask it what was the expression. What was the expression you used? So this is the tool call in general. Now generate a population. So 5 plus 3, that is 8 times 2, that is 16 minus 8, that is 2. So it is fraction of 4 by 2. So this I'm not able to read it properly. So if it is 4 by 2, then 16 minus 2, and that becomes actually 14. So this is the correct statement I can see. I need to prompt it to let me prompt it. I cannot understand the expression, use proper math symbols only. Let's see what it gives us. So it is taking time. You can say 5 plus 3. Again, it is using the same expression. So for times, use asterisk, and for division, use divide. So let's see whether it understands R prompt or not. So you can see it is correct. So this expression which calculator has given, this is correct. And now actually it has given this expression directly to the tool call, and that's why it is showing this problem. Now what is the population of India in graph? Show me. Actually I have built an exponential graph, let's see what it gives us as the output. So it will do a tool call. You can see it has done a tool call. Explain me the parameters in x and y axis. So let's see what it gives us in the final output. So it is taking time. The X represents the time interval of steps, while the Y represents the population size, double at each step. This is generic exponential growth model, not specific to India's population. Okay, it is a generic. So we have designed our tool such that it generates only exponential graph. We can tweak it. So this is just an example on how to build AI SDK with tool call, and this is a very lightweight. So and this doesn't use any database. It just everything on the real time. So if I reload this page, this probably will not probably this will vanish. So let me refresh and show you what happens to the chat itself. It will vanish. You can say start a new conversation. There is no chat persistence right now. So how did we do it exactly? So yesterday we yesterday we had chat and API, which you can see here. Not this. This is the chat, and if I want to use the API, this is the API. I didn't edit the API. It is as it is, but I have added tools, which you can see. I have defined tools, and for the definition, whatever definition is required, we have done it. And as I said, I was using the futuristic version, not the stable version, and that's why to data stream response was giving error yesterday. But now we have fixed that issue. When I saw the packages on, I got to know the version number, and we were not using stable version. And at the same time, I'm not using hard coded models, so I have defined AI models here only, and it fetches the AI model from here. So you can see that. And after that, the most important part is our chat. So here the main logic resides, that is uploading files as well as showing the chat messages in the thread, as well as attaching the images, and also at the same time using the tool call to display the information. So this is a great. Now for example, if I decide a tool, image generation, let's suppose I design a tool called image generation. So whatever I prompt, I finalize and I give to the tool, it will generate the image and it will show in the real time. So you can understand why tool call is very important. And if I can tag the tool, this is great in my opinion. So right now we have calculator and chart generator in our vicinity. But for example, if we have multiple tools for some use case, so maybe in future I may have accounts generate me the latest invoice or latest salary slip, so things like that. So it will have a context of the user, and it can generate the PDF then and there, and we can download it from the chat itself. So this is the future version. So you can go to this code. I have not committed these changes right now. I will commit this. You will get this code in the GitHub repository. Go and make good use of it, and I wish you all the best. And if you have any request of features or anything which you would like to, if you want me to make it, then I will make it. Otherwise I will go with the flow. And right now The next strategy would be chat persistence. So whatever chat we had done with our application, we need to store it, right? So our next step will be to create schema, as well as the storing this schema, and make sure that it is type safe, and also include one tool of using image generation. So this will be completely independent. It just gives the image, calls the image under that tool, so it will be independent of our chat. So let's test it out, and we will see what the results come in. After that, we will do the file upload, not in base 64 but directly to S3 bucket. Either we will use Vercel blob, or we will use Cloudflare R2 via S3, so that it converts it into bucket. So we will see how it works. So see you in the next video, guys.